What's up everyone, Six here and welcome back to another video. So before we get into the PvP that I want to show you guys from 0.61, I just want to talk a little bit about 0.61, just kind of in general, touch on a few points and just kind of give my thoughts on what I've experienced so far. I've played 0.61 a lot since it's been out on experimental, and I've been really enjoying it. But let me talk about some things specifically. So first up, let's keep in mind this is basically an alpha of an alpha, essentially, because it's not even a fully released version on stable yet. It's still an experimental, so they'll be squashing so many of these problems. But overall, I'm having a great time with it, and I'm really liking 0.61, and I'm really liking the direction that 0.61 is going as far as loot and zombies and other things like that. We'll get into that in just a second. But anyways, so first up, let me talk about the cold. So you guys all know probably about the cold issue in 0.61, and I think that with one of the recent patches, they actually pretty much fixed it for the most part. But there was a minute there where 0.60 was probably the hottest patch we've ever had. 0.61 in the very beginning was going to be maybe one of the coldest, because anytime you got in the water, anytime it rained, if you didn't have a raincoat, if you didn't have some way to make a fire, or even the fire was kind of bugged, you were going to get hypothermia and you were going to die very, very quickly. But they patched that quite a bit, so it's doing much better now, and now it's manageable. So it does feel like a survival game, really. Like you're trying to fight the elements, you're trying to fight off people, infected, everything. So that's another factor into surviving, and I really like that, as long as it's fair and as long as it's doable, which it looks like now it is. So that's good. And next up, we could talk a little bit about the zombies. So the zombies are, we talked about this a little bit in the previous video that or two videos back that I posted, where it was a video that I made on one of the biggest hordes of zombies I have ever seen in DayZ. Probably the biggest I have personally ever seen. Maybe you guys have seen bigger ones, I don't know, but it was insane. It was massive. But anyways, I really like the changes with the zombies. Now, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you go into a city, the zombies, if nobody's been there, the zombies haven't spawned, but once you arrive, they start to spawn. That's why you'll probably have been noticing in 0.61, you're kind of looking around for loot or whatever, and you go, okay, I'm clear. And then all of a sudden you turn around and there's a zombie. It's like standing 10 feet away from you because that zombie spawned in because you're there. But I really like the changes to the zombies. It's adding more infected to Chernarus, and it's really making it a game where, like I mentioned before, you're surviving the cold. Now you're also having to survive the infected. And yes, you have for a very long time, but they're a little bit more formidable. Is that a word? That is a word. Did I say it right? I don't know. But they're tougher to deal with. You can't knock them out in one hit now with your fists. It takes a hell of a lot, and you pretty much need a melee to fight the zombies. Couple big things I want to mention. They are very, very glitchy though. That's one problem. They're kind of pushing you. They have like this force field around them sometimes of a couple feet, which is a little bit annoying. They're still hitting you through walls. They're still going through doors, and they're still invisible from time to time, but step in the right direction. One thing that's incredible about the zombies though, they're dropping loot now, man, which is amazing and so realistic. I really do like it. I've been finding ammo on zombies, food on zombies, sodas on zombies, all kinds of things. So it's incredible. I love that part about it. So step in the right direction in the zombies or the infected. So I'm really excited about that. So next up, let's talk a little bit about the loot in 0.61. So the loot in 0.61, I'm liking it. It's very similar to 0.60. I feel like not too many problems with that. I don't need to touch on it too much. Might change a bit when we get into stable, but the loot seems to be pretty good. Not too bad. It's a little scarce on the coast. For me, I wish they'd have a little bit more loot on the coast as far as guns and stuff like that, because I think we need to get the player base up a little bit more, and doing that, you need to cater a little bit to the casual player who doesn't have the chance to play for 3 hours. You know, they want to hop in and play for 30 minutes and have some fun things happen, which can happen. But if you add more guns towards the coast, maybe I mean, I've said this for a very long time. We got to get the Northeast Airfield back. So maybe add some more military loot to the Northeast Airfield. You get a Berezino spawn. You can just run up there and get some loot, whatever. So they can hop in and have some fun. That'll up the player count a bit. So, but loot so far so good. The new towns. So they've made some changes to towns. I do like the changes. I do like that they added a little small military base just what is it, northwest of Zelenogorsk. So that's pretty cool. They changed Mishkina all around. They changed a few towns, and I like the changes because even if it's not better necessarily, if you don't feel like it's better, it's just fresh. You know, like keeping things fresh is great. You go through the same towns over and over and over thousands of times, it kind of gets a little stale. So even just kind of switching it up a little bit is great. So I like that a ton. And now to the main event, probably of 0.61. Well, first, let's talk about wolves, actually. Wolves are really cool. Loving the wolves. That's more content for us as well, so that's incredible. Love it. Love the fact that now when you're running through the forest in the middle of nowhere, you have to worry about something trying to kill you. Because usually you're not going to find players out there in the middle of nowhere in the forest. So I really like that. That's really, really cool, and it adds more content, like I said. And then lastly, okay, like I was saying, to the main event of 0.61, which are the gun sounds. Absolutely incredible. Love the gun sounds. 10 out of 10 job. Really enjoying it. They sound more realistic. The reverb and the echo is insane. If you hear a gunshot from the other town or through a valley or on the other side of a mountain or something like that, it sounds so good, and I love it. So gun sounds, fantastic job. So thumbs up to the DayZ dev team. Absolutely incredible. So keep it going, guys. Gun sounds are great. So enough with the rambling, guys. I want to show you guys a little bit of PvP on 0.61 as well. This is a moment where I go unconscious and then something else happens and then blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to give it. I'm not going to say I don't die, but I don't want to spoil anything. But love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Really do appreciate it. And hope you enjoy the PvP here. It's nothing crazy. It's just a little something on 0.61. But appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for the support. And I will see you all in the next video. Oh, yeah. I literally looked at chat and looked at the screen, and there was a guy right in front of me. Are you serious right now? I think he just left me. I think he shot me and then he left because of the zombies. No way. Okay, we're not even, I'm not even that gray right now. What the hell? Oh man, are you serious? Okay, that just happened. We're awake. I think that's what happened. That has to be what happened. He shot me, I went down, and then he had probably like 5 zombies on him, so he just ran away, took care of him, and then I got up and I'm gone. He's gonna go back and look at my body and he's gonna be like, what? He's gone. Holy. Okay, oh, there's a dude right. I just saw him. What the Last thing I want to do is get one shot through the window. I can't see him through the window. Let's push him. Let's push him. Did he log? Where is this guy? That delay sound. Oh shit, they're all gonna be on me. Okay, we got gunshots. Sweet. Oh, sounds so good. Oh! Alright, so you know how it is, guys. It's still hard to get a pretty good ear for the distance on that. That almost sounds like... I don't know, man. I do have a hunting scope to check it out, so. Sounds like ambush, maybe? Oh. I'm assuming he's dead? I don't know. It's so hard to see him. I had to shoot, dude. We've been on edge. Getting shot at left and right. That silence AKM though, huh?